Wow. We're live. And that's bright. All right. Let's see if anybody jumps in there with us. So we got 3 of those. That's what we got. Yeah. I saw 2 more down there. I didn't know if there were any other ones. That's right. Scuba. This is the let the crowd build. That big. Oh, I got a few folks. Hey guys, good afternoon. They're pilfering all the good stuff back there, I think. We are going to talk a little bit about Fish Fest. Virtual Fish Fest going on this weekend. Hopefully you've heard about it. And we got all the packaging and all that kind of stuff. Hello. We're going to start tearing into some of that. But first, who's this guy back here? He doesn't know how to get here. Guys, we want to introduce you to our newest team member, another bass fisherman at heart. Stand up.
I'm standing.
Guys, this is Jamie Collette. Jamie's actually been a customer of ours for a long time. He's bought a Skeeter from us and a Falcon.
Sure.
And decided this was the dream job he wanted to have. And
absolutely.
He's you want to know stuff about bass boats, you can talk to me, you can talk to Jamie. Jamie's going to be the primary sales guy when it comes to bass boats, but I'm here to back it up. But very knowledgeable, excellent fisherman, has won himself a couple Angler of the Year titles in the ABAs. Jamie knows fishing, he knows bass boats, loves Falcon, loves Skeeter. We're happy to have him here. Jamie, tell me a little bit about yourself.
How
about I interview you?
I'm excited
You're a former prison guard.
Yes, 21
Do you want to
years.
go into any of those kind of special times?
No, there's probably memories you don't want to know about. I don't even want to know about them. Unfortunately, I had to live through them.
Yes.
Yeah.
What made you want to come into the boating business?
I think, ever since I was a kid, my dad, I'm talking about 8 or 9 years old, my dad bought a Skeeter, Firestar. Do you remember those boats?
The Starfire 150s. That was my first bass boat.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It had a 140 Evinrude on it.
Okay.
This bad boy would scoop, throw a rooster tail as high as the seat. And we probably wasn't going more than 55 or 60.
No, those boats ran, man.
But I'm telling you something. When I got in that boat, that first time he took me for a ride, I knew I wanted to have something to do with boats. But the opportunity, I ain't going to say the opportunity never arose. I never pursued it.
Yeah.
And I was up here one day after buying my Falcon, second boat, and just happened to run by Katie. I said, when are you going to hire me? What? I said, when are you going to hire me to be a boat salesman? She said, you want to do that? And I was like, absolutely. I'd love it. That'd be something I always wanted to do. She said, well, we might have a position coming open. We're getting super busy, and we're selling a lot more boats than we used to. We're growing like crazy. She said, we're going to entertain that, and I'll give you a call. Well, that just wondering out the other. She's never called me. Well, about a week and a half ago, I think it was, she called me and said, hey, you still want to sell boats? And I went, what? Perfect timing, too. And, here I am. So I'm excited to be here, excited to get rid of some of these new boats we got, the new boats coming in, used boats that are sitting out here right now. They're top notch. The technicians, they go through all these boats with a fine-tooth comb, so there's no question when this boat leaves the lot, it's going to be ready to fish the tournament. No doubt.
Well, Jamie, we are happy to have you.
I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
You've been a friend for a long time. It's
yes,
good
sir.
to have friends become family.
You know how we became friends? Do you remember the first time we talked?
Probably not.
Coosa River Team Trail.
Oh yeah. Up at Weiss at Weiss Lake. You asked me about my Falcon.
That's right.
So, for those that don't know, so you like Falcon right now because what are you in right now?
I'm in a Falcon.
He's in an F20
which one?
TE. F20 TE.
F20 tournament edition. 2020.
Right. All right. Big old Mercury. All right. I know it got a little love on some YouTube last year.
Yeah.
With you got to take B-Light out. So it's going to be fun. So great to have you in. Welcome. And y'all will probably see his face on some stuff, especially once we actually have
more. 4 boats coming in. So.
Oh yeah, they're continuously. You just seen the board? How many's ordered?
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
God.
We have over 70 skeeters on.
Over
Yeah,
70
we got-
skeeters. That's just skeeter alone.
That's skeeter.
Yeah.
Not counting the
We got-
pontoons, the Falcons, the G3s, and everything
Yeah.
else.
Well, Jamie's well known, well liked throughout our tournament circles, and he's an asset, and we're happy to have him. We're going to let him get his feet under him when it comes to sales, and then we're going to start putting him into this stuff a lot.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. I want to get my hands in everything.
We're going to do it.
All right. Well,
so
we
we're
want to
gonna
jump into
switch
some
gears.
Fish Fest stuff.
Good meeting you guys. See you.
So let me first start this out with for the Fish Fest. If you've got questions, drop them in the comments, and I'm gonna do the best I can. I've tried to put some stuff together. We got a Facebook event with a bunch of details. What we got lined up coming in for the seminars on Saturday and Sunday?
Well, what we've done is we wanted to, you guys have been so good to us when it comes to our live events that we wanted to go ahead and try to do something in the vein of our Fish Fest, which was a massive success for us in our first one in 2019. This year, obviously, COVID made a difference. So it was Michael's idea to do virtual. It's a brilliant idea. Absolutely love it. All of us are completely on board with it. Absolutely love doing it. The partners have been really good to us. So what we want to do is give you the best bang that we can for the buck, which obviously you're not paying anything, but we want to make it worth your while. So what we've done is Saturday is going to be in-house. It'll all be filmed right here, Facebook. We might even live stream dual cast to YouTube and to Facebook. But Saturday is in-house Q&A sessions. We're going to start with our former rigger, Justin, who's now one of our pro staffers and a Skeeter demo driver, but he's one of the most knowledgeable guys on electronics when it comes to setup, use, all those things. So Justin's going to do a seminar Q&A. We're going to call it seminars, but he's going to do a Q&A on electronics, and he'll cover it all. He's not just going to go, this is what you need. He'll go whatever. He'll ask whatever questions from everything from setup to all the other stuff. Then we're going to have Scott Canterbury come in, and Scott's going to do a Q&A on fishing in general. We're going to do Coosa River stuff, technique stuff, whatever you guys want to hear, whatever you want to ask questions. You'll be able to put them in our instant feedback, and we'll be able to do it. Translate the question, relay the questions to him, and he'll answer them. Then after that, and that's going to be about 10:30. Then Matt Herron will take a little break. Matt Herron will kick off, and he'll do a 45-minute to an hour session. Same type of thing, any kind of questions that you want, fishing technique, anything fishing related. And then we're going to get Scott and Matt together with myself, and we're going to have a little roundtable discussion. I'll be your moderator because we need to moderate those guys sometimes. Is it moderate or modulate?
I don't both.
Yeah,
I guess.
whatever.
I don't know. Yeah, they can get carried away.
But we're gonna have some fun with that. So we'll have some various topics, industry stuff, maybe talk about what's going on in the Open right now, that's going on Neely Henry, the Bassmaster Central Open that's here, those kinds of deals. And then Sunday, we're going to go back to our roots for this whole live stuff that Michael and I worked on throughout the COVID season. And we're going to go put
Is that what we're calling it now?
COVID
Officially,
season.
the COVID season.
COVID season. We're going to go on the water. We are going to start with
Colin McGowan.
Coley McGowan. He's a kayak guy. He won the Hobie event here on the Coosa River. He actually was fishing Neely Henry, so that was a bonus. So Coley's going to go do some fishing. Michael will be following him in his kayak.
That's the plan. I'm gonna jump into Jackson. He's got
Hobie
a Hobie, and we're gonna go see if we can find some spots, or I should say some fishing spots. Maybe he wants to go find some spots.
Yeah, that'll work.
I think we'll take at this point whatever's biting. What I'm hearing.
But those are going to be like little over an hour sessions. And then we will go to our pro staffer, Tracy Robinson, on Sunday after that. And then we will wrap up with another live with Wes Logan. So we're going to try to give you guys the stuff that you want to see, the learning, the fun, the education, and entertainment. I call it edutainment. is a term I coined a long time ago when I opened up Advanced Angler, and so that's what we kind of want to do with it. Have fun, obviously, but that's what the virtual Fish Fest is all about, is helping you guys find some more fish. But there's prizes involved. And last year you came in the door, you got a raffle ticket. And then for every $10 you spent in the tackle store, every $10 you spent in the parts department service, if you bought a boat, we gave you extra entries into the raffle. Seemed like one guy really kind of took most of everything away. But anyway, we're in the process of we're going to do something similar. There'll be sales of categories every day online. And then we're still going to give away a bunch of prizes. But I'll let Michael go into some of the stuff.
So what the plan is, so first let me say, if you come in to the loft and you buy tackle all week, we're doing 10% off. And, as long as we got a few things that are already discounted, like Costa sunglasses are already 25% off. So we're not stacking discounts, but everything is going to be 10% off all week. So then if you're shopping online, like Dan said, we're going to pick a category for each week, each day. And we'll be jumping on and doing some stuff. Like Monday, we might talk about, crankbaits, and that might be the category, all that kind of stuff. I'm not going to tell you exactly what each day is going to be.
Right.
But we're going to post a discount code that you can use online to get the discount on the tackle for the stuff you buy for that category. And then you can get a free entry starting Saturday morning. You'll be able to go over to our Shopbucks Island, which is our online tackle store, and enter in your email address and your name, and that will be one free entry into the raffle. Then for, like Dan said, for every $10 you spend throughout all next week, you're going to get additional entries into the raffle. And then Monday, November 2nd, so we're going to go for a whole week. Monday, November 2nd, we're going to do a live and pull names out of a hat, and we're going to give away all this stuff that we got around.
And we're going to show you
we're going to show some of it off here, but that's kind of the gist of it, guys. Now, keep in mind, Saturday and Sunday when we do the lives, what we're going to be doing, picking just like we've been doing out of a lot of the stuff. We're going to be picking winners out of the comments, the likes, and the shares. And at the end of each live, we'll pick somebody, and they're going to get 5 free entries into the raffle. And that's about the sum of it. The best thing to do, go follow, go tell us you're interested in the Facebook event that we've got over there. And that's where I'm going to be putting more information and getting stuff updated. The whole schedule, I'll start getting over there probably starting tonight and then all day tomorrow.
And I got to tell you something, guys. There's an awful lot of ideas that fly around here. There's a lot of really creative people. For the most part, Michael's the implementer. So when my brain comes up with something or Mary's brain comes up with something, Michael adds his thoughts to it, and then he spends the rest of his time trying to make it work.
Don't put pressure on me.
So we make Michael do an awful lot of extra work.
So this
is good at it.
This is definitely we're going to try a few new things. If it goes well, then that's awesome. We'll roll all that stuff in. And that website's been a lot of fun. That is definitely where I spend most of my life, or now editing fishing reports and all that kind of stuff. So, all right. I think if you guys have any questions about that, if that was at all unclear, or trying to take a look and see who's on here, let's get to showing off some do we want to start with the big one? And make sure everybody knows. No. Okay. All right. So we got one box over there. You want to tear into that?
I was going to look and see how many Facebook followers we have at this moment, but okay. So here's some stuff that we've got here. This is done by a guy local here in Tanner, Alabama. This is called the No Harm Culling Float. Makes them himself. This was his first prototypes. We've since brought these in, and we have some. He actually put some number tags on them. So this is the first one that he brought, but we've got you have to write numbers on here for those kinds of things. But it's really one of the coolest ones I've seen. It's just a pinch with a spring on it. So we're going to give that away. We've got some Talon lures. We carry Talon's spinner baits. They're Shibuis. We've got, let's see, so here's a Billy Mack jig, Billy McHagren's jig. We've got a Yu-Gi-Oh! Swim jig. We've got a buzz bait, Talon's hand-tied football jigs, and one of their screw lock and a pack of their screw lock shaky heads. Those were donated by Talon Lures. Great people there in Milam, Texas. Let me tell you about Talon Lures. They're built to handle big bites. We've got a Spro buff. Those are important right now. We've got some Spike It dye that was given to us. We got a bunch of Reaction Innovations baits. And here's some Spike It pens too. So those are some prizes that are going to be given away. We got some more. Yeah, we do have some more Reaction Innovation stuff. Little dippers, various colors. So those will go into the gift bags. Those will be in the raffle. Let's see, what else do we got here? Power Pole sent us some stuff. Power Pole, a bunch of buffs. Some micro anchor hats for the kayak crowd. That's a cool hat right there. Power Pole established 1998. Some Power Pole visors.
Has it been around that long?
Yes, they have been.
All right.
You know, funny story. Some decals, stuff like that. Some more Power Pole hats that are going to be given away, and some visors even. I may have to buy something just to win one of those visors. I like visors. Funny story. 2003.
Get that out of the way.
2003, 2004, when the Bassmaster Tour at the time came to the California Delta and Clear Lake, I was rigging a boat, kind of rebuilding a little bit of a boat, and I had this budget that I was going to do, and I'd seen these anchors on Dean Rojas's Skeeter. He had one of them on there, and I asked him what it was, and he told me it's a Power Pole. So I looked up Power Pole. Believe it or not, we had the internet then. I looked up Power Pole and called them, and they offered me to be the first guy on the West Coast to buy one at cost. The problem was I had $700 to my, and I could buy a Power Pole, or I could put two Garmin Fish Finder 240s on my boat, and I needed graphs, so I did that. But I could have been the first guy to have Power Poles, and I didn't do it. And now I won't live without them. And they are the best tool ever on a boat. Okay, so here's some stuff. We've got some snips from Scott Canterbury gave us these.
Box full.
Some of this stuff is stuff that I've personally collected just as we get, samples or whatever. But Scott gave us a bunch of this stuff. This is the absolute best cutter in the world, and we sell these by the hundreds. I mean, just crazy selling these. Pitbull cutter by Pitbull Tackle out of California. Split ring pliers. These have been given to us to give away. There's some Jenko fishing stuff here that was given to us as samples by our pro staffer Gentry Gordy. There's some Pitbull Tackle needle nose pliers, 11-inch pliers. There's some 7.5-inch aluminum pliers from Pitbull. There's just all kinds of stuff in here, Pitbull and everything else. That's going to be prizes. I'm a little nervous on some of these. But, ooh, that looks interesting. Oh, I think I know what that is. This is a bunch. What is that? It is.
Oh, look at it out. You're killing me.
I know.
Killing me.
I like your kids on it. These are filler spools of Strike King's new tour grade. This is monofilament. I don't know if we have monofilament and fluorocarbon in here, but
There's too many for us to go through.
Strike King sent us
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 boxes of that.
7 boxes, and each box has 12 spools in it.
Dang.
So there's a bunch of line to give away. I don't know if it's all monofilament or if there's some fluorocarbon in here. Looks to be all monofilament, but hey, it's free fishing line. And here's a cool thing on this. I'm a Seaguar guy myself, but this line's been well received. This has a suction cup on it that puts it up that you can unscrew this and move it from spool to spool. But this suction cup's to help you spool your line. Comes on each spool.
All right.
That's pretty cool. So there's that. Grab this. Oh my gosh. There's a Pitbull Tackle hat in here. And what looks like more fishing line, to be honest with you. Pitbull Tackle hat. It's a Richardson, it looks like. Yeah, it's a Richardson 112, so it's a quality hat. More of the monofilament. 4 more boxes of 12, so another 48 spools of strike king lines. We honestly don't know what's in that yet. I think that'll take too long to open. But that's Lou's rods that are.
So we're gonna leave this as a mystery, but I'm guessing there's at least something wrong in these schools.
I will say this on the rods.
You're
You're gonna have to come pick them up. We're not gonna ship rods. It's too expensive to ship rods nowadays if you don't have a deal, a bulk deal, and then if they break, so we're gonna have to do a local thing on that. Here's a bunch of Seaguar hats. I'm talking. There's got to be 25, 30 of them in there.
All right.
The new Seaguar Richardson style 112 type hats. There. Let's see. Get Michael's trusty. Oh, Gerber. Michael's got an expensive knife. Military, you know. More hats.
It's in a few places.
Okay, so here we've got an iRod hat. We're an iRod dealer, great rods. Some Eagle Claw Trocar hats. We have an iRod shirt to give away. Some Trocar buffs. Some Hoo-Rags that look like they're Eagle Claw. We've got, these are multi-tools, if I remember right here. And then a couple of knives here too. So there's some knives to give away. Meat Art sent us some stuff to do. There.
Let me see. Shane. Yeah, you got that Avid 20XB out running. Hopefully you got that Yamaha broken in.
Let's see what we've got here.
Shane, you gotta join us this weekend. Maybe get some tips on how to put that Avid to work.
Oh my gosh. This is more fishing line from Tour Grade Fishing Line.
I think we got more of it over there too.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
I think everybody's getting some
That's the
fishing line.
third box. We may just do that for everything.
So I want to throw out there one thing I didn't mention that we're going to be doing both in store and online for basically every $100 that you spend on tackle. We've got a grab bag of stuff that we're going to throw a couple of pieces of tackle in each of those, and then for the first $50 you get some as well. So you spend $100, you're going to get four free bags of tackle.
There's 5 or 6 of these.
Woo.
Soft side Lowrance cooler bags, insulated. Nice.
Dang. Speaking of coolers.
Yeah, speaking of coolers, Yamaha sent us
Thank you, Yamaha.
collector's items.
I know everybody would probably prefer that Yamaha give away a free motor, right?
Yes. 3 angle. They look like 30 size coolers here. I'm going to cover my beautiful face. But these are the bear resistant angle coolers emblazoned with Yamaha. There's 3 of those to give away.
Sorry for you Mercury guys. You'll just have to make do with keeping your cold stuff in the Yamaha cooler.
Oh, here's a couple of things. Some of these are kind of cool. We've got a couple
He's
Skeeter
grabbing some more
shirts given
stuff.
to us by our Skeeter rep to give away. Couple Skeeter shirts. This one is a Yamaha shirt signed by a bunch of people at the Bassmaster Classic. Some of these guys aren't even running Yamahas anymore, I'll be honest with you. Todd Faircloth, Mark Davis, 2-time Angler of the Year and a Bassmaster Classic champion. Cliff Pace, a Bassmaster Classic champion. Paul Mueller caught a 30-some-odd pound bag to move into second place on the last day of the Bassmaster Classic. There's Chad Pipkins, Takahiro Omori. So that's a signed Yamaha shirt that they've given us to give out. And again, the grab bags, all those kinds of things that we're going to do, we're going to try to make it worth your while to spend some time with us.
Absolutely. Is that we'll probably find you collected a lot of stuff. We'll probably find somebody some more stuff at some point.
Yeah, but we've got stuff from Big Bite, we've got stuff from LaRue, we've got stuff from stuff in the store that we're gonna include in grab bag stuff. Maybe even some on crappie day we're gonna do some Crappie's Last Bite, which was great stuff. But unfortunately, their sales partner and owner, he lost his hearing, so we couldn't sell. So the brothers decided to close the business down. But it's great stuff. We're gonna give away a bunch of that. So Fish Fest is going to be fun. It's going to be different. Obviously, we'd prefer to be able to have everybody here because that's the best part of the whole thing, but we're going to do that again next year.
Now, what's the big giveaway that we're going to do?
I don't know. Some guy decided to.
So, Jamie got to do it last year. It was kind of fun. I mean, it was
a lot of fun.
Of course,
a lot of work for you.
You weren't. You were off doing some pro fishing thing, right? You and your glamorous life.
Oh yeah. I haven't slept in 3 days.
So we're doing that. I don't know if it's officially straight up fishing.
Hence my daughter bringing me.
Oh, nice. So
Saint Arbuck.
If you remember last year, we brought Brian Latimer in, and some of you may know he's got a little YouTube channel.
Just a small one.
And so we brought in, we started last year with Brian and Matt, and we posted to pick a winner to fish with Brian and Matt.
Can I pick a winner? Can I pick a winner?
No. So
we'll start playing Bismarcky.
Everybody exploded, and we had to be able to pick more winners. And Scott Canterbury and Wes Logan jumped in, and so this year we're going to do it again with all four of them. So that's going to be the big drawing, the big giveaway is going to be winning a chance to come fish. We don't know the exact times, 2020. Nobody knows what schedules are going to happen, but we're going to try and put that together. And you guys will get to come, and we're going to partner you up with the pros, and we're going to shoot a little YouTube video and a little pro-am. You got that little plaque.
We'll do plaques again. We call it the Bucks Island Invitational.
So it'll be here on Neely Henry.
The Bucks Island Straight Up Fishing. Mr. Johnny Rouse, I'm going to go get you that price.
All right.
Skeeter jacket. I'm going to go get you that price.
All right. So while he runs, I'm gonna talk a little bit more about the straight up fishing. So the keys there, if you don't live in the local area, it's going to be on you to get over here. Unfortunately, we can't pay for all the travel expenses and all that kind of stuff. But I think it was a blast. We did a one day event, met up for lunch. The bite wasn't all that awesome, but man, we had a lot of fun, and I know the customers loved it. In fact, one of them now is going to be working here. So if you missed that, Jamie Collette is now going to be selling boats. So I'm excited. I'm going to try and get it all going as smoothly as possible. We're trying some new stuff with our website, all of our tackle. But for those of you that are local, for sure, we'd love to see you in here any day next week. You got pricing,
Johnny? I don't know which jacket exactly you were looking at, but the price range for the jackets is for the Skeeter jersey type jacket with the hood is $85, and all the way up to the gill is $369. So,
and I think we got most of those are on the website. So if you want to take a look,
I think Christina's seated on the plane.
yes, I saw
My
saw
wife.
that. So, well, I mean, you're busy on the live, so can't check your text. But this is gonna be fun. A couple of crazy days of lives. Hopefully, a lot of good information. It is gonna be way more fun if you show up and ask questions with all of our pros.
Yes.
We got some more stuff planned next week with Lee Pitts. Going to come in and talk some crappie stuff on Monday.
Half the man he used to be.
Yeah, and he's of course he knows a thing or two about catching bass
He does too.
Um,
Two-time Alabama Bass Trail Neely Henry champion.
an all-around phenomenal
Lee
guy.
Wilberforce Pitts the third, as I call him.
And then I guess the other big thing will be John Cox from, I guess now I can say, from the National Professional Fishing League.
Yes.
The
NPFL.
the league, or they're gonna have to settle in on a name. That's too much of a mouthful. But he's gonna be here
Like the
Thursday.
Washington football team.
He's going to be doing our more traditional 2-hour live next Thursday. We'll be on the water. And even though he's from Georgia, he spends a lot of time on the water over here. And we're excited to get him out. Cashin
They're going to
Pro.
give us a rod to give away, I believe. I saw Paul Benson, so we'll have a cash and rod to give away.
So y'all, you go over and I know Paul's all about being on the internet, so go give him a hard time on Cashin's Facebook page.
Yes.
Ask for that rod, and I bet we can get something going there.
Michael Gladden, depending on which Falcon you are looking for, the F205, which is what I run, it's $60,999. Basically, the only thing that you'd need to add, my opinion, but you could run it without them, but is power poles. That'd put you about 65-ish. But that comes with the hydraulic jack plate, 2 Helix 9s, the Helix, 2 Helix 9s. It comes with the Ultrex, networked, dual blinker switch, hot foot. Boat is ready to go. You can put some power poles on the thing and call that a pro boat. Or you can go crazy with graphs and then, no telling what you could spend. The F195 starts in around $49.50 with a 200 on it. And then you can go all the way up to the Predator, which is going to be a $75,000 bass boat, loaded.
And I do apologize. I just got that on our website. I haven't posted some good pictures of it yet. This thing is it's beautiful.
We talked him into getting a drum of a new color.
You, sir, did a good job on that boat.
That boat is pretty.
It is one beautiful
I actually
boat.
think that needs to be my demo next year.
So don't buy it.
No, buy it, please. Come get it. Come get it. Show it to everyone.
All right. I think that's all we had.
Look. Kim Clay Dyer.
Hey.
Guys, I got, we were going to do a Skeeter tournament this year, but COVID season kind of ruined it for us. But we were going to it was going to be on Halloween. And the night before for the dinner and the meeting and all that stuff, we were going to have a costume party for the kids. And Clay Dyer said he would do something for us. And I just thought it was the absolute coolest thing ever, and he loved it. He was going to be Lieutenant Dan. He was going to be Lieutenant Dan.
Oh.
And he's a captain of everyone's hearts. But
Oh my gosh.
but that's the one thing you know about Clay. You're going to laugh when you're around him and Kim. They're great people.
Yeah.
But
Well,
you never know. He may stop by too if he's bored,
yeah.
unless they're out ministering.
All right. So again, we'll be live Saturday morning and Saturday. Well, it's going to be mostly. I think we'll be done by about 1 or 2. I think the way things are shaping up.
We want to go to the championship.
Yeah,
we want to go
see. So that is going to be that'll be fun. Of course, we're open all day Saturday morning. certainly if you're needing some tackle, if you want to come say, hey, stop in. We're going to be sitting right here doing these seminars, and then we'll be out on the water most of Sunday.
Yeah.
So now I guess if the weather's too nasty, then we'll just roll back here and do some more Q&A. But I think the weather's looking pretty decent.
It looked good. I'd like it to be cooler. It's 81 stinking degrees. Last third week of October.
I'd love to hear more reports of guys catching a bunch of fish.
I'm a little moist.
Yeah.
Damp.
Yeah, this is, as Colin said, we're in our fourth summer for Alabama. We had fall last week, and I think we're going to have fall again next week. But it got warm up here real quick. All right, I think we've droned on and on.
Yes.
So, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. 15 folks. It's awesome. We got a great group of customers out there.
I was going to give them an update real quick on what the weigh-in looked like.
Oh,
Neely's been fishing very, very tough, guys. But these are some of the best fishermen in the country.
wait, you're not going to give too much away for the fishing report, are you?
No,
All right.
no, we're going to try to get pattern stuff for that. So let's see where we're at with the leaderboard. You can watch the weigh-in online, which I'm sure a lot of you are doing already. But you can watch that weigh-in at bassmaster.com. Great people, great friends. We love them. So right now, Daryl Gleason is leading with 13 pounds, 12 ounces, which is a good bag right now. Let's see, Justin Atkins from Alabama, Bryant Smith from California, Matt Pangrack, Angela Britt, our service manager, named him the luckiest unlucky angler in the world because he broke several times this week. We just had something to fix him every time. It was kind of funny, including a lower unit, which is hard to get. But 13 pounds is leading. So look at that. Ken Iobi, 7 pounds. That's not terrible right now.
Nice. All right.
So it's fishing tough, but there we go. But they've only weighed in 53 pros at this point. So there's a lot more to come.
All right.
And we'll try to get you some information. And yes, Michael, we appreciate you noticing. We want to take care of these people when they come to town. And it was Mary's idea this morning to actually, it was Mary's idea all along to feed them something here, invite people over just to give them a place to relax and take a break. So we did it privately, just invited the guys directly. They came over and got some food and pizza yesterday. And then this morning, with the help of the city, the Hugh Stump at Tourism and Johnson's Giant Food, we took them snack bags on the water today and handed those out at the launch ramp. So, but Michael, a tournament like the Bassmasters is very, very important to a community, but to us, every one of you guys is important. So we try to do as much as we can for all of you guys.
All right.
Now let's go make sure Jamie's actually doing something.
Yes. And we're going to head down and check out the weigh-in, I think is the plan. So
Maybe.
Guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. More info over on Facebook event, and you're going to see a bunch of stuff coming out of us the next week or